back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. To the book hauls part 3. I'll start with the books that were sent to me like always, or I won in a giveaway. First one I won in a giveaway, Storygram Tours on Instagram. The Hadley Academy for the Improbably Gifted by Grennan. I think this came out in 2019 though, so, but I don't see any more that are currently out, but I'm very excited. Extraordinary abilities slumber inside each of us, but only some believe in themselves enough to discover their truest identity. These few are the improbably gifted. They are drafted into a secret school, the Hadley Academy. There they develop their remarkable skills and train to save the world. And then Little Bee Books reached out and asked if they could send me a copy of The Secret of the Dragon Gems by Rajani, Larocca, and Chris Barron. This isn't already out now. I'll edit it in here. And of course I said yes because it sounds incredible. 11-year-olds Tripti Kapoor, a feisty word nerd from Massachusetts, and Sam Cohen, a shy, imaginative, budding geologist from California, are both miserable at their summer camp, Camp Dillaway. On the last night of camp, after following a shooting star to a quiet creek, they find 2 glowing silver rocks. They each take one home, and their long-distance friendship begins, corresponding by letter, emails, instant messages, and video chats. They dub their rocks Opal and Jasper after the rocks in their favorite book series, The Dragon Gems. It's soon clear that these are no ordinary rocks, and others are interested in the stones too, including the owner of Camp Dillaway, who hides a secret of his own. Tripti and Sam must crack the Dragon Gems code and keep them out of Dillaway's clutches, all while navigating the rocky road of middle school friendships and learning to stand up for what's right. And then Random House Kids, Random House Graphics sent me the 4th in the Witches of Brooklyn graphic novel series, which I'm so excited because I love. It's a favorite graphic novel series. And this is Spell of a Time by Sophie Escabasse. And if this isn't already out, I'll edit it in when it goes out. And I'm so excited. And then HarperCollins sent me Between Monsters and Marvels by Alysa Wishingrad, who's the author of The Vertigo Problem, which I read and loved. So I'm so excited to share the new book out. This isn't already out. I'll edit in when it comes out. So excited. Monsters are still lurking on the island of Barrows Bay. Derek Coates is sure of it. No drifter or ruffian could have killed her father, the captain of the guard, while he was on patrol. But everyone insists that monsters have been gone for years now. Dare's mother, her classmates, even the governor, who swiftly marries Dare's mother just months after her father's death. Dare's suspicions grow even stronger when the governor suddenly ships her off to the mainland, away from any hope of uncovering the truth about her father's death, or so she thinks. Soon Dare finds solid proof that monsters still exist, and she starts to question everything she's always known. Was her father who she thought he was? Who can she trust? Where is the line between good and evil? The truth hides behind danger and deception, but with the help of an unlikely crew of cohorts and a stray beastie, nothing can stop Dare from finding out what happened to her father and exposing who the real monsters are. So excited. Another highly anticipated release HarperCollins sent me, Bakshi and the Gingerbread Sisters by Pinto. It's so beautiful too. Bee wanted to spend the summer reading Betsy Chiller's books and exploring the spooky new theme park with her best friend. Instead, she's spending the summer trapped at Storm Lake in a cottage with her too loud, too thrifty, and too Indian family. Luckily, Bee finds a place to escape her embarrassment, a magical house across the lake that transforms her into the cool girl she always wanted to be. Maybe cottage life isn't so bad after all. But strange dreams are haunting Bee, and there's a chill in her bones she just can't shake. Bee follows her hunch and the scent of gingerbread to Lucas, the dorky boy next door. He thinks there are ghosts in the forest, but new friend Alina tells her what Bee has feared all along. There's a witch at Storm Lake, and she's coming for Bee. So that's all the books that were sent to me. As far as graphic novels, this is a very short graphic novel, but it's Neil Gaiman and Lorenzo Mattotti, Hansel and Gretel. And it's just... And then The Halloween by Moss Lawton. Learning to become a witch is hella difficult. Luckily, Gwen can always count on her 2 best friends in the whole world for help, except Sloane and Miles aren't from this world. They're from the Hollowlands, a fright-fueled monster realm which they can only leave as the year creeps towards Halloween. This year, Gwen is determined to flex her skills. Armed with her first ever grimoire, she's hoping her friends will finally see that she has what it takes to join them in the Hollowlands. Except Gwen hasn't counted on Hyro, a local kid obsessed with hunting the supernatural. When he and his reluctant sidekick start making trouble, the Monster Squad will have to fight to avoid having their secrets exposed or worse. But when Gwen's quest to prove herself leads to a string of unintended consequences, the 5 of them may just have to band together to take on something even more nightmarish than being a teenager. And then this was really cheap on Amazon, but it had a different cover that I liked better, but this one came, but it's fine. Jake Walton and the Tree of Souls by J.A. Kahn. Just when you think life can't possibly get any worse, it usually does. Jake Walton is an ordinary boy who dreams of adventure and an escape from the drudgery of school, bullies, and his weird parents. But when he moves to the mysterious village of Wechelo, Cleve, his dreams turn into a living nightmare. Beset by a mutated monster, crazy cultists, and an insufferably irritating housemaid, Jake must use all his wits to escape a world intent on making his already miserable life that much worse. Oh, and he still has to go to school. I had to come back and finish filming this, but next is Hide and Seek, an Elham Woods adventure by John Parham. Love this cover so much. In a mesmerizing journey through time and realms, follow Emily and Darcy as they navigate treacherous adventures from the medieval world to the present day. Bound by friendship and resilience, they face daunting trials, encounter mysterious figures, and confront their own inner demons. As secrets unravel and the forces of destiny unfold, they discover the true power of love, courage, and the unbreakable bonds that transcend time itself. Bobbin and the Magic Thief, a Spindle fairy tale written by Kat Farrell. So pretty. A cunning thief, a stolen fae. Can a shunned fairy rescue her friend before the thief uses his prize for a devious end? Bobbin is losing everything. Abandoned by her mother and banned from her trade, now the young Spindle fairy's best friend is gone. But when she discovers the thief's true intentions, she must disobey fairy law or risk losing her best friend forever. Hoping to stop the nefarious plot, Bobbin joins forces with unexpected allies. But the greed for magical things soon places all their lives in peril. Can Bobbin succeed in saving her friend and ceasing the thief's mischief, or will her failure result in the end of Spindle Fairies? I had this on my wish list and it got marked down to something like $3 or $4, so I got it. The Boy with the Witch's Nails by Shannon Shim. The cover is insane. Well, it says, a unique adventure story ready for the screen, an excellent storyline with a fast-paced plot, spectacular illustrations, and a new world of fantasy for the post-Harry Potter generation. And then The Lightkeeper by Christina Wallace. Wishes aren't all they're cracked up to be, especially when you have to capture the fairies who grant them to you. Or make that fairies, and not... The first fairies is spelled F-A-I-R, and the second one is F-A-E-R. And not the normal hiding in plain sight magical kind. When Miss Adventure cleaning out the attic leads Isaac to release a fairy trapped in a glass ball of light, he believes he struck gold in the form of wishes. All he has to do is mention the name that was engraved on the ball, and the indebted fairy would grant him any 3 wishes he wanted. The best part of all was knowing that there was an entire chest of captured fairies waiting to be freed. But when strange things start to happen around town, Isaac begins to wonder if the increasingly unfortunate events are his doing. Only his mysterious neighbor Yara knows the truth about his lineage as a lightkeeper. Can Yara's strength and wisdom guide Isaac into his new role? Can Isaac make things right again, or will his dream come true, turn into his worst nightmare? And the next several would have been in my September anticipated release video if I had done one, but I didn't. So, Field of Screams by Wendy Paris, which you'll get to see the majority of them soon anyway, because I usually buy them all. Paranormal enthusiast Rebecca Graff isn't happy about being dragged to Iowa to spend the summer with family she barely knows. But when she tracks a ghostly presence to an abandoned farmhouse, she starts to think the summer won't be a total lost cause. The trouble is, no one around her believes in ghosts. Then Rebecca finds a note stashed in a comic belonging to her late father, a note proving that the same ghost haunted him when he was 12. Suddenly she feels a connection to the dad she pretends not to miss, and she is determined to uncover the story behind the haunting. But the more Rebecca discovers, the scarier the ghost becomes. Soon she is in a race to piece together the puzzle and recover a family legacy before it is lost forever and a horrible tragedy repeats itself. In The Nightmare House by Sarah Allen. Penny Hope used to be brave, but that was before she met the Fear Maker. Years later, he still haunts her nightmares. A tall, thin man with red eyes in a haunted house in the woods who devours human souls and leaves their eyes hollow and empty. Penny's beloved grandma tells her to write down these nightmares as poems in her notebook. But then Penny starts seeing nothing-eyed people in the waking world, too. She's the only one who notices. As more people around her fall prey to the Fear Maker, Penny must gather her courage once and for all to save the souls of those she loves. With the help of a magical garden and a new friend, she ventures to the Fear Maker's house. But the house is a labyrinth of shadows and tricks, and the Fear Maker's fun is just beginning. So intrigued. Clara Poole and the Long Way Around by Taylor Ting. When an unintended flight over Michigan in a lawn chair held aloft by balloons brings her instant celebrity, Clara Poole is invited to be the spokesperson for a round-the-world hot air balloon race. But when her father refuses to let her join, she forges his signature in a moment of defiance and runs away to Paris to take her place in the skies, if only she'd read the fine print first. Partnered with a cranky veteran pilot, Clara faces down treacherous stages, capturing flags in the perilous mountains of Nepal, being a guest of honor at a maybe wedding in the Sahara, flying through rings of fire in Hong Kong, all while learning the ropes alongside a colorful cast of international competitors. There are more dangers than those planned as part of the contest. Someone is trying to sabotage the competition, and surviving this race means Clara must come to terms with the tragedy that sent her fleeing to the skies in the first place, and accepting that forgiving herself isn't a process she has to undertake alone. Gallowgate by K.R. Alexander. I have a lot of books by him. They're all kind of like horror metal grade, and they're a little bit thinner, so I'm very excited that he has a thicker, like, and they all come out in paperback, seems like, so this is hardback. So I'm very excited. Sebastian White is cursed. He sees things other kids don't see, things he shouldn't see. Ghosts, monsters, they all want him dead. Sebastian's home is no longer safe, and the only place that will take him in is Gallowgate Academy, where students are taught to hunt the things that haunt them. There are some lessons, though, that the school doesn't want to teach Sebastian. Fighting the dead might be hard, but it's the living who may destroy him. Then Peril at Price Manor by Laura Parnham. Hal Thompson dreams of, I don't know if it's Hal or Haley. It's H-A-L-L-E. I'm just going to say Hal. Dreams of acting in scary movies like the ones directed by her idol, Maximus Price. So when Hal has the chance to go to his mansion, she leaps at it. Little does she know there's more than old movie props waiting for on the grounds of Price Manor. Paisley and Argyle, Maximus's twins, think they're creepy squid-like creatures attacking the manor staff for one of their dad's classic pranks. When horror expert Hal sees the zombified staff, she realizes there are no prop monsters, they're real. When the twins are finally convinced that they're in genuine danger, the three tweens must band together and use all their unique talents to defeat the creatures and save Price Manor and maybe even the world. That's something incredible. And then Grumbones by Jen Bennett. Helena Novak and her best friend Ben spend most of their free time in Whispering Pine Cemetery. Everyone knows their town is full of ghosts, but Helena hasn't seen any trace of her late grandmother, Bobby, yet, no matter how many gifts she leaves on her grave. She can't shake the feeling that someone is following her, and when all Bobby's grave gifts disappear, Helena knows something is wrong. So when Helena stumbles upon a hidden crypt door that leads to a subterranean Gothic city, she jumps at the chance to see her grandmother again. The other underworld is nothing like the two friends expected. It's a place where the living can mingle with the dearly departed if you don't get lost, or run into the nightmare. But Helena and Ben are lucky when an eccentric underworld guy named Grumbones offers to help them find their way. Sure, he looks like Santa's skinny evil brother, and Helena and Ben end up in more danger than should be allowed on a sanctioned tour. And wait, are those the mementos from Bobby's grave in his pocket? Helena's sure that her grandmother is in danger somewhere here in this strange and mixed up place, so she'll put up with anything to see her again. All she has to do is stop asking pesky questions and trust their guide. You do trust old Grumbones, don't you? And then the rest were in anticipated release video. I believe all of them are. I'm just going to show you what I got. First is a graphic novel, Misfit Mansion by Kay DeVault. So excited. Sophia's War by Haiba Noor Khan. Swifter Than Starlight by Carrie Burnell. The Lovely Dark by Matthew Fox. City of Stolen Magic by Nazeen Ahmed Atak. The Dragon on the Train by Ben Brooks. Secrets of the Sky, The Chaos Monster by Sayantani Dasgupta. The Very Unfortunate Wish of Melanie Yoshimura by Waka T. Brown. Batu and the Search for the Golden Cup by Zaira Norizbai and Lilia Kalas. And then this is one I wasn't sure because it was still showing only as ebook, and I said sometimes with indie books or small published books it takes a while for it to switch and show a paperback version, but it finally did. The Secret of the Seven Rubies, A Time Treader's Adventure by Jairus Hahn. Don't Trust the Cat by Kristen Tracy. And lastly, The Bellwoods Game by Celia Crampion. Also one of my favorite illustrators. So she wrote this and she illustrated the cover. So excited. Alright y'all, that's it for this video. Did you see any that you want to read now? That you're excited about? Have you read any of them already? Did you like them? Did you not? Let me know in the comments below. Hope you enjoy the video. And if you would like to subscribe, I would love that if you'd like to. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.